into peace of mind. Renters Warehouse offers top-notch leasing and tenant placement services, ensuring you get trustworthy renters without the hassles and headaches. With no upfront fees, Renters Warehouse works for you, not the other way around. From marketing and showing your property to screening tenants and preparing the lease, their team of experts handles it all so you can sit back and watch the rent roll in. Renters Warehouse even warranties their tenants for up to 18 months at no extra cost. And if you need ongoing management, they've got you covered too, all for a flat monthly fee. Visit renterswarehouse.com to request a free rental price analysis. That's renterswarehouse.com. Or call 952-444-6996 to speak to a rent estate advisor today.
My dad works in B2B marketing, but I never really knew what that meant. Then one day my dad came by my school for career day and told everyone in my class he was a big MQL man. Then he just kept saying things like, the more MQLs, the better, over and over. My friends still laugh at me to this day. I think it means marketing qualified lead. One thing's for sure, I'll be known as the MQL man's kid for the rest of my days. Why couldn't you just be a fireman or a lawyer? Why? You ruined my life, Dad.
Not everyone gets B2B, but LinkedIn has the people who do. And with ads on LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people based on job title, industry, likelihood to buy, and more. Start converting your B2B audience into high-quality leads today. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/credit to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.
You sailed beyond the horizon in search of an island scrubbed from every map. You battled krakens. You navigated through storms. Your spade struck the lid of a long-lost treasure chest, while you cooked up a lasagna. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover best-selling adventure stories on Audible.
818 at KFYR 550 Guns in the 701. Holy cow, look what's in front of me here.
I'm in here again.
You're in here again? Believe that? Wow. He knows the cool place to play. On the other hand, he just has full of me from the other day. So it's like, no, I'm not hanging around him twice in 1 week.
Yeah, you got enough of me this week.
Yeah. Yeah, what's with you being antisocial? Or were you just up a little too late watching the overtime RNC thing there?
Well, I definitely was watching my Super Bowl. Yeah.
I was watching Kevin Kramer ripping into that Secret Service woman. I mean, are we going to finally get somebody in charge whose background is, I don't know, security instead of just being one of Jill Biden's friends?
Well, didn't she come from PepsiCo, bottling company? Yeah.
All they know how to do is keep Coca-Cola away from their product. That's all it is. How tough can that
someone
be?
knows how to keep. Hey, someone knows how to keep Coke out of the White House, then, so that's good.
Except that they didn't.
Except that they didn't. Yeah. They failed at that, too. Oh, my goodness. Whole other rabbit hole to go down.
If there's any left in the White House after the election, it's going to be from the previous occupants.
It ain't going to be red Coke. It'll be white Coke once the Bidens are kicked out.
I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Terrible. Anywho, I didn't hear about this one, that YouTube is banning gun sponsorships. What's going on with that? I mean,
yeah,
I feel like getting one only because of YouTube now. Just, not that I want to take any sponsorships away from you guys. I mean, I'll find another one, but
well, it can actually affect our channel too on there now. I mean, when I was reading that policy, because we have gun sponsorships, Mandan Sporting Goods and Bloodline Kinetics both either make or sell something that's related to firearms, and according to what YouTube is just kind of putting out there. And we've had problems already. How many times have we been in CommieTube jail, Jamie? I mean, wow.
Yeah, for stuff that, ridiculous things. I mean, we didn't even really know what happened. And
yet has iHeart banned you guys for having gun sponsors?
No, iHeart's awesome.
No, they have not.
There you go. There you have it.
And neither has Rumble, and that's why we're going to be doing a whole thing this week or next week coming up talking about trying to get our guys to get migrated over to Rumble or the other platforms where they don't do that to us. Because YouTube, with what they're doing, they're going to basically say if you handle the firearm, which they've had that policy for a while. We had to quit doing that.
Yeah, we got X for that once. We didn't even know it, right, Clay?
Yeah.
Can you have a cartoon guy handle it instead of a real guy, or does that still violate the...
Elmer Fudd's got one barrel.
You know what that'd probably be with the CommieTube policy? They'd probably call that irresponsible and endangering children. We've been hit for that one, too, before. It's like, what is that?
You know, I grew up watching Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. I have never dropped an anvil on anybody. And believe me, I've been tempted, but I've been able to contain my rage.
Well, Yote survived after dropping him off a cliff, so it didn't mean flatten him out, but he came back. And
I didn't say I didn't drop anybody off a cliff. Oh, wait a minute. That was when I was training. I was in Yellowstone and taking everybody to the train station. For those who watch the show, you get the reference. But, yeah, I get you don't... Let's not have a bunch of videos. Well, oh, wait, though. We can still have the teenage girls beating each other up.
Oh, yeah. And women
okay.
Just about naked, Todd. They can go on there and do their live streams from that,
See,
you know.
It's a bad thing.
Yeah.
And
So
that's the problem with it. Google owns them. I mean,
yeah.
that's the problem with them is Google owns them. That's why I don't use Google at all. I use Brave. I'm not going to give them commies any more traffic or money than I have to. And their policy is crazy. I mean, it just is.
Yeah.
They're basically now saying, okay, you can't handle firearms. Okay, that's been on there for a while, which is a stupid policy too. But now, if you even put a link or have anything in your stream, especially if you're a gun deal, you're going to be axed as far as if you have. I mean, we could put on, name your store, XYZ store that doesn't produce one single firearm, but they might make magazines or they might make slings. I mean, the way I read it when I hop on there, it includes anything and everything for a firearm.
Yeah.
And they're going to be the sole discretionary deciding factor as to whether it violates their policy. Gee.
Well, you know, my old
like
King killed Abel with a rock thing. You guys can't even do a video on YouTube with a rock in each.
No.
Each hand. No.
Salt rock.
That's exactly.
Yeah,
those AR assault rocks.
Yeah, that's what AR stands for now, right?
Assault rock.
And you got to weigh it, and then whatever that is like an AR-9 or whatever your weight of your rock is.
All you got to do is put a little blue fuzz thing over the rock. So as you're sitting there,
make it pink.
Doing the YouTuber, make one blue and one pink.
Yeah, it's so before the 18th they had that. They were just going to remove the videos that had that in, and now. After June 18th, they're just going to go ahead and terminate your whole channel.
Wow.
Yep. So, yeah, like Clay said, I'm definitely expecting that to happen, and Clay and I are going to start pushing everybody to head on over to our pages on X, Rumble, and Clay, what's the other one we got? Twitch. I heard Twitch is bad, too, but we're going to find out. Facebook, every once they were good for a couple months there.
All that stuff comes and goes, and iHeart is still sitting right there. I mean, you guys do what you want to do, but
so Scott, I hope
you're going to be coming back to iHeart. So.
Yeah, yeah. So Scott better watch out too.
100 years, and we're not leaving.
Perfect. Well, we're the best podcast on there, so we're not going anywhere.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now, and Truth Social is over there.
There you go.
Growing, but they don't do live streaming just yet. They're going to just start that here. Now, probably within the next month. I imagine that's on purpose so that they can get it before the election. I mean, let's face it, that's Donald Trump's platform. And then what they're going to be going down into that is actual live streaming for people like us, just like some of the others. I'm pretty sure this is their goal is to compete with things like YouTube and Twitter. Even, I mean, they just want to be a place where conservatives can come out there and do what they want.
Well, you can do it. Yeah, I'd say right now, go on over to X, and I mean, once if you're on X and get your own account, which is free, Clay, right? You can get the app and go on there. You don't have to. And actually, when we're doing live streams, you can actually comment on X now. It'll come through on a restream, and we can see the comments. So that's what I would do. If you like listening to us, because I'll guarantee you, not only us, but everybody who's a gun tuber or got a gun page on Facebook, you're going to get zapped. That includes IG. I don't even waste my time going over there. So
Now, right now, we are not live on Twitter as of today yet. We had to upgrade to their premium, and I think that takes 24 hours. So we just did that yesterday, and when we get that up and running, we'll let everybody know. Rumble's great. I can tell you right now. Go through the deal. Get on Rumble. If you need to, hop on our website at gunsandthe701.com, and we have a direct link to our channel. It's that easy, and Rumble works just about every time. There's glitches like there's with anything. But it's so easy to go over there and watch us there, and there is absolutely no censorship. And we keep gaining there. We keep getting followers. I mean, our last episode last week, 234 views, and we're not even halfway to the next episode. So, I mean, it's the place to be for our channel, and it's easy to access.
Guns of the 701. Honest, we'll get back to talking about guns, or at least rocks, coming up, because heaven forbid you go on YouTube with a rock in your hand.
Yep.
No, but you can still have teenagers and their fists in the playground and tossing each other onto asphalt and concrete. That's okay. Just make sure you don't have anything else in your hand when you do it. Just trying to make sure I got the parameters here, so I'm following the rules here. Okay, I can still have that fight. I just can't have it with a
Todd,
weapon.
also, do not, they said you can't use high-capacity magazines in your videos, which they didn't specify what a high-capacity magazine is. According to Joe Biden, anything over 2 rounds is high-capacity. And
I was going to bring my sack of National Geographics.
It's
high-capacity magazine.
Yeah, I get a thick one, a thicker one. Hey, that's got 20 pages. That's a high-capacity Nat Geo. But, yeah, and it's still kind of up in the air about actually putting a suppressor on your rifle on a video. So I either have it on or I don't have it off before I do videos on there. So
I would think they'd make you have a suppressor on so it's not so noisy.
Well, according to them, Todd, the left, that's either a poacher or a hitman uses suppressor. So
you seem like it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Gee whiz. 827, more Guns of the 701 coming up on KFYR.
Your KFYR Farm Field Forecast is brought to you by Northwest Tire, General Equipment and Supplies, Poland Steel of Jamestown, and Dakota Legacy Initiative.
Good morning. Here is your AccuWeather Farm Field Forecast. Today, partly sunny, a thunderstorm, which could be heavy. High today, 89. Winds will be from the southeast. Wind speed at 9 miles per hour. Humidity, 73%. Dew point, 62 degrees. Soil temperature at 74. Sunrise, 6:09 a.m. Sunset, 9:29 p.m. That's your Farm Field Forecast. I'm Steve Williams for AccuWeather.
Right now, it's 69.
It's Mitchell in the Morning, KFYR 550.
Well, last week we saw the South Dakota Not For Sale rally. And we have Trent Luce giving his insight on it next on the Dakota Farm and Ranch Report.
Gold just ain't what it used to be. See, back in 49, you had to work in a mine with no daylight and no breaks. Nowadays, it grows out of the ground, and they call it canola. But one thing is the same. You'd be crazy to leave any of it behind, which is why you should use Sharpen Herbicide by BASF in your canola fields. It's a trusted harvest aid that improves harvest efficiency and helps control late-emerged broadleaf weeds, so you can get more out of your canola investment. Ask your retailer about Sharpen Herbicide, and always read and follow label directions.
With the Dakota Farm and Ranch Report, I'm Scott Bachmeyer. The opponents of what's become known in South Dakota as the Landowners' Bill of Rights held a rally last week in Pierre to speak against legislation. South Dakota Bill 201 is one of a trio of linear project-related bills that make up a Landowners' Bill of Rights. It passed during this year's legislative session. Its sponsor said that the Bill of Rights was an attempt to bring compromise between landowners and carbon pipeline developers. Opponents are gathering signatures to try to put the effort on November general election ballot. One of the organizers of last Friday's South Dakota's Not For Sale rally, Trent Luce, says it's an important issue in South Dakota.
South Dakota is not for sale. Obviously, we know about Senate Bill 201. I've been very involved with the referendum to get people to sign the petition so that the people can speak. Obviously, we're talking about land. We're talking about how important land is, and that land enables life. It's not a commodity to be treated as such.
The Landowners' Rights Bill were in response to companies wanting to build a pipeline through part of South Dakota state to transport carbon from ethanol plants to underground storage in North Dakota. Several ag groups expressed support part of the Landowner Bill of Rights signed into law by Governor Kristi Noem on March 7th. Those include South Dakota Farm Bureau, South Dakota Corn Growers Association, South Dakota Soybean Association, and the South Dakota Trade Alliance. With the Dakota Farm and Ranch Report, I'm Scott Bachmeyer.
KFYR, your ag authority.
Get into summer with iHeart80s. iHeart80s goes commercial-free this weekend and every weekend. Open the app, search iHeart80s, and start listening now. Free never sounded so good.
The doctor's office that accidentally mixed up your files has your social security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info. And the hotel that lost your reservation has your passport number. You need LifeLock because your personal info is in endless places that can expose you to identity thieves. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Well, it sounds like the tenants at your rental property sure know how to throw a great party. You just wish they wouldn't throw so many parties on Tuesdays until 4 a.m. And if they could pay the rent on time, that would be nice too.
Being a landlord can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Let Renters Warehouse handle the hard part of property management for you, like finding quality tenants you can trust. Renters Warehouse manages thousands of single-family homes and specializes in locating reliable tenants at the right price for your property, usually in a matter of days. And if your tenant defaults for any reason, they'll replace them for free up to 18 months under their tenant warranty program. From rent collection to maintenance coordination, their best-in-class property management professionals do it all for one flat monthly fee. Get a free rental price analysis at renterswarehouse.com to find out how much your home can rent for. That's renterswarehouse.com or call 952-444-6996 to speak to a rent estate advisor today.
KFYR.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. A secretive trial in a Russian court has sentenced Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich to 16 years on charges of espionage. Former President Trump in a change of tone saying, I stand before you only by the grace of God.
I am running to be president for all of America.
In his acceptance speech before the Republican National Convention, recounting the attempt on his life only once, honoring the firefighter killed, Corey Compitore's funeral is today, concluding.
If the events of last Saturday make anything clear, it is that every single moment we have on earth is a gift from God.
As Democrats pressure President Biden to withdraw from the race or likely lose to Trump, the fix is in on a global tech outage that grounded flights, disrupted some commutes, banks, and doctors. CrowdStrike blames a security update for Windows operating system.
And now, from North Dakota's news authority, Jesse Rostvent, KFYR Radio News.
Good morning. It is 8:33 here at KFYR. Right now in Bismarck, 69 degrees with isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms today, and they'll continue through the weekend. Warming trend also continuing as high temperatures should be into the 80s and 90s region-wide. AccuWeather calling for a high of 86 in Bismarck today.
LAUER Auto Repair, located at 309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota. Give them a call at 701-258-6308. The team of mechanics at LAUER Auto can take care of any problem your vehicle is having. And when you do business with LAUER, you can be assured you're doing business with a pro Second Amendment America First repair shop. There are plenty of other auto repair shops in the Bismarck-Mandan area. But why take a chance at patronizing a shop that might not have your beliefs at heart? Make no mistake. LAUER Auto is your pro Second Amendment repair shop. When you talk to the guys at LAUER Auto, don't forget to tell them that you heard they are a sponsor of Guns and the 701 and that you appreciate their support of our pro Second Amendment, pro North Dakota live stream and podcast. That's LAUER Auto Repair, 701-258-6308. 701-258-6308. Located 309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Experience the exhilaration of power in your hands at Bloodline Kinetics. Why Cerakote? Simply, it aids in firearm preservation while also giving your piece a unique look. Barrel threading, NFA laser engraving, bolt handle threading, mount, level, and bore, sight scope chamber rebarreling, and much more. Bloodline Kinetics is meant to reflect a long American lineage in gun ownership, who stand for the Second Amendment rights, Bloodline, and the science behind gun accuracy, Kinetics. To some, it's just a constitutional right that can go away. To us, it's in our American bloodline, and we believe it should stay that way. Here at Bloodline Kinetics, we understand that hunters, sportsmen, women, and gun owners should have a quality firearm. Stop and see us at 2008 Morrison Avenue 2 in Bismarck, North Dakota, 58504, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 701-390-7997. Visit our website, bloodlinekinetics.com.
Ever tried catching a fish with your bare hands or hunting a deer with a stick? Don't be that guy. At Mandan Sporting Goods, we've got all the hunting and camping gear you need. We're your one-stop shop for outdoor adventure.
A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
Check us out at mandansportinggoods.com, or better yet, stop in to 210 East Main Street, Mandan, North Dakota. Mandan Sporting Goods, where the outdoors meets functionality. Store hours, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Closed Sunday. Take up arms at Mandan Sporting Goods. Your adventure starts here.
Looking for the best gun gear for every and any situation? Little Angry Man Arms LLC has you covered. Top-notch guns from top-name brands like Winchester, Glock, Sig Sauer, and Ruger, to essential extras from Magpul's, Streamlight, Hollow, Sun Optics, and more. Little Angry Man Arms LLC have everything to make your shooting adventures a success. Visit littleangrymanarms.com today and gear up for your next big hunt, competition, or home defense. Don't miss out on our exclusive deals. Little Angry Man Arms LLC, based in Trail City, South Dakota, your ultimate hunting partner.
Yeah, hey, look, I got the moves like Michael, the flow like Aubrey, walk around thinking I'm a prince like Saudi. Mismatched Converse, t-shirts tucked in, know my worth, can't tell me nothing. White Nikes, albino, pink up my stilo, head to the top, bottom line is a motto.
For up to 18 months at no extra cost. And if you need ongoing management, they've got you covered too, all for a flat monthly fee. Visit renterswarehouse.com to request a free rental price analysis. That's renterswarehouse.com. Or call 952-444-6996 to speak to a rent estate advisor today.
Here's your AccuWeather forecast. Mostly sunny, a heavy thunderstorm moving in this afternoon. That could bring some damaging wind, flash flooding, and hail. The high today at 86. Clear skies for tonight and the low 62. Clouds and sun tomorrow, the high 86. Partly sunny, a thunderstorm in spots on Sunday. The high Sunday 84. And then a mix of clouds and sun on Monday, the high 89. Get your weather news at AccuWeather.com and on the free app. With your AccuWeather forecast, I'm Steve Williams.
Yesterday's high in Bismarck, 89. The low, 56. Average handle this time of year, 86 and 58. Record high of 104, set on this day in 2012. Sunset tonight, 9:29. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:10. Right now in Bismarck, partly sunny sky, no wind. It is 69. I'm Jesse Rostvat, KFYR Radio, your news and weather authority.
Mitchell in the morning. Tell Mitchell, Jesse the Mighty Ross have more with guns in the 701. An AR-15 to win at the RNC. What was going on with that? We'll find out.
Get into summer with iHeart80s. iHeart80s goes commercial free this weekend and every weekend. Open the app, search iHeart80s, and start listening now. Free never sounded so good.
Each and every day, you make decisions. To make the right decisions, you need more than just data. You need the right information. But getting the right information is harder than ever. It's fragmented, disorganized, and inaccessible. Until now. AlphaSense applies the power of AI to an extensive universe of content, so you can reduce research time and act fast on that golden opportunity. AlphaSense, for decisions that matter.
Grab a Coke and grab some cash with a Coca-Cola Summer Cash Grab, only from Quick Trip. Play daily in your Quick Rewards app for a chance to win up to $250,000. Earn extra chances to enter by purchasing any qualified Coke, Monster Energy, Powerade, Body Armor, Smart Water, or Core Power Elite products with Quick Rewards. Summer just got a whole lot cooler with Quick Trip and Coca-Cola. No purchase necessary. See QuickTrip.com/sweepstakes for details.
Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said, "Maraca, senor," but his nose said, "Hey, freshest scent ever." Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring Gain scent beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, "Sir, your scent maracas smell amazing." You could call them scent maracas, but most noses call them Gain scent beads. Try Gain scent beads. Way fresher than detergent alone.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives you access to all. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. iHeartMedia is your access company. Go to iHeartResults.com for more.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
841 at KFYR. It's gone to the 701. Clay and Jamie in no particular order. Jamie should get top billing. He's actually here. Clay's phoning it in today.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Yeah.
What do you think,
Sorry, Clay, you've been demoted to second fiddle in this game. Are you on mute?
Yeah, he is. He can't even defend himself. We're just attacking him. He might still be back. There he is.
Yeah. Put me on mute, yell at your phone, and none of us can hear you.
He's out
Get
there.
it out of your system.
You didn't want to hear what I was doing, I'm pretty sure.
Loading the magazine?
Do you need to flush again, or did you get it all down? Oh, man.
Hey, Clay,
trust me, there's nothing I hate more than people that decide that they need to call you from the bathroom. I had a boss that used to do that.
Yeah.
We'd start getting into a conversation, all yells, and you hear a flush, and I'm like, you just flushed any focus I had down the drain with whatever you just flushed. So.
My advice to Clay would be flush twice. It's a long way to DNC headquarters, my friend.
Oh, boy. I would say, flushing all of Biden's hopes and dreams away.
Do they make a sewer system big enough for that? Meanwhile, at the RNC, an AR-15 giveaway?
Oh, boy, Todd, yeah. Yeah, the left they're going nuts.
You wouldn't see that at the DNC if somebody had just missed Biden by just a quarter of an inch or whatever. They're not going to set up an AR-15 giveaway at their convention.
No. But yeah, the U.S. Concealed Carry Association had a booth set up there at the RNC, having a giveaway, like you said, Todd, of an AR-15. Those interested could enter by following the QR code on the flyer to a browser that asks for an email and a phone number. And some people, they said, the Rolling Stones, some people expressed surprise at the giveaway, but defended the firearm as one of the most effective and important tools we have. The Rolling Stone didn't defend that. US CCW did. Yeah, so it was a Daniel defense, Clay, and as we know, that firearm was a particular company's gun was also used in Robb Elementary School and in Vegas, which really tweaks the left. I mean, it doesn't matter. DD's firearms, in my opinion, aren't any much different than, say, a Smith & Wesson or a Stag or anybody like that. But since it was used in that, they're going berserk over it, which, heck, if I was there, I definitely would have tried to win it, right? And
really?
Yeah. So the article,
shocker.
And the article claims the AR-15 is one of the deadliest weapons that has been used in 5 of the 10 deadliest mass shootings since 2022. An AR-15 is not one of the deadliest weapons. I mean, just because it was used in these shootings and
that mean evil assault rifle 15.
Yeah, it's a 223, which is my favorite cartridge, but yeah, it's definitely not one of the deadliest. So it That's, it's heck. I
Wouldn't
like
be in
that.
my hands anyway, because I'd miss. But
And Trump didn't say nothing. I bet you Trump didn't care if you
I was
asked
going
him.
to say, I'm sure he's all in favor of people being able to defend around him. Probably wishes that the service that he was being given was a little bit better at shooting.
What did he say last night? If the left wants to come for the Second Amendment, they're going to turn it into a big wall.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. No, well, it's ridiculous to blame Daniel's defense or be. Of course, the Rolling Stones wrote this article, and if you read it, it kind of encompasses everything. I kind of reached out to some people I know that are actually at the RNC convention this past week. They saw that booth there. Several of them did scan the QR code and make sure they got signed up, so kudos to them.
Yeah, I wish I'd have seen it earlier.
Basically, they said that most people were supportive of it. That's what I wanted to know. I said, well, did you see it?
Yeah.
They go, yeah. It's a big area. It's kind of like when you go to any of these big things like the NRA annual meetings or out at Harrisburg at the Great American Outdoors deal. It's huge. And so finding it was a little bit difficult, and they got different spots for it. But right now, the people that were there said most people coming up were supportive. There was a few up there that, that's kind of odd, isn't it? And the people that were behind there said, nah, we're good. Yeah, they explained it to them, the people from the U.S. Concealed Carry Association, and it was good. I suppose you always got a few people that maybe they're a little hesitant after that because they like to be politically correct, which I wouldn't know anything about. I'm sure you don't either, Jamie.
They still, I tell you what, if it would have been Uncle Elmer's Woodstock 308, they'd have still been chopped because there was a gun there. And a leftist missed Trump and shot him. Well, didn't miss him, clipped his ear, put a hole in it. I mean, they'd have still been mad either way, no matter what kind of gun it was, because to them it's in bad taste.
Yeah, no matter what. There's always going to be those people, you know what, who cares?
Mm-hmm. I don't.
And so from now on, everybody running for president has to wear a helmet.
Yeah, borrow one when you do.
Jamie.
What's that?
If I was still the NRA rep and we were having a banquet coming up, we would have the Trump raffle, the Trump Freedom raffle with the biggest freedom rod around. I mean, I'm telling you.
I'd love it.
Them flag AR-15s and have that on a table. And how much I bet we'd sell that out in a hurry.
The AR, I mean, 1 in 20 Americans owns one now, so it's a popular rifle. I mean, I'll tell you what, you can accessorize it to make your own.
More proof I'm falling behind in life.
Yeah, come on, Todd, step it up, buddy. I know you're making $100,000 here. You can afford an AR from one of our sponsors.
There you go.
Wow, I didn't know the raise came through. Thanks a lot. I'm surprised I didn't hear that from my bosses first. I heard it from Jamie. Oh, wow, you got that raise you were hoping for one day. Okay.
I've been lobbying for you.
What he's not telling you, though, is that's $100,000 over 3 years. So it's not an annual salary.
All right, you got me there, Todd.
847 at KFYR, Sullivan and Chilling Guns in the 701. So nothing like a gun-free zone, because it instantly will become a non-gun-free zone because somebody will bring a gun knowing they've got the upper hand. Now the Louisiana AG is shooting down the New Orleans illegal gun-free zone because I guess they just don't believe in them working in the first place. This is gun-free. Oh, well, I'm bringing one then. The heck with it.
Well, yeah, this is an update from the story we had on I think that was last week when we did it. Yeah, The Louisiana Attorney General, which, by the way, she is actually pro-gun, pro-Second Amendment, which is probably tweaking everybody in the area down there because New Orleans is not exactly, let's say they're not exactly a gun-friendly place anyway. So they had a meeting, and Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrell, she got in touch with them. They had a big meeting, and officials after that meeting decided that they would quietly remove the 1,000-foot gun-free zone they established, illegally, by the way, in downtown in the middle of the popular French Quarter, New Orleans. And it made sense because it's not a VOTEC. It's not a school. That's what they tried to designate their 8th precinct. By the way, Deacons, if you're listening, thanks for the picture. We'll have to send it to Todd. We got a picture of that exact police department precinct as he was in front of it. And who knows? He probably was, or he may or may not have violated their stupid rule. Who knows? But anyway, they had a productive meeting, they said, and she basically explained to them that it was hard to comply with the law, which I bet you there was a little bit more said to that. But she couldn't be reached. This is what I love. She couldn't be reached for comment because where was she? She was at the Republican National Convention. So I love that. She just said, I'm going. And she basically come out and said, I am going to defend the Second Amendment. You don't have to worry about it. She is a pro-gun attorney general, and I'm glad she stepped in. It's good to see attorney generals step in when they should, even though it may not be politically perfect for them, especially in that area. But she did the right thing and basically defended the Second Amendment. I'll throw it to you, Jamie.
So what you're saying, Clay, is she's standing up for our rights, so she's an MVE according to the Biden regime?
Yeah, she's on a list
militia violent extremist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like you're saying, New Orleans and this who's the distance committee to keep and bear arms. Hey, Joe.
See, you thought this radio thing was so easy.
No, I didn't.
So you guys all think, I'll become a podcaster.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden you guys can't talk.
Well, I'm trying not to swear, Todd. You can do that on a live stream. But yeah, he said they're not going to quit. They're going to come back with something else, Clay, like we know leftists always do when one of their unconstitutional ideas gets. And you're saying about New Orleans, their history, like, yeah, I think you mentioned it when we were on with Mike Bell the other day. Yeah, maybe you forgot the head of the gun confiscation down there was Mayor Ray Nagin, who himself was convicted of a felony for, I think he was embezzling money from the city. But yeah, real great guy. And I got to slip this text in here I got, guys, real quick, from a buddy of mine down Linton, Lance. Trump boat parade Saturday, July 27th, leaving Cattail around 10 a.m., heading to State Line and back to Cattail.
Anybody wants me on? I don't have a boat, so if anybody wants me on their boat, let me know.
You can come on the river anytime you want.
Hey, perfect. Because, in my $100,000 every 12 years, I can't necessarily afford.
No, it's every 3 years now you got that raise.
No, I said that to exaggerate,
You're over-exaggerating?
Over-exaggerating. There you go. 851 at KFYR Guns in the 701. I'm Tillett. Mitchell. Officers find alleged burglar lying in sidewalk bleeding after store employee opens fire. Well, I'm guessing somebody did something to trigger that. Pardon the pun.
Oh, yeah. So earlier in July here, like I said, Tulsa police officers found a burglar lying there. And the store employee, he was sleeping in the business when he was awoke by the sound of breaking glass, which, breaking glass, that's real quiet when you're trying to break in somewhere, right? So this guy's super smart to begin with. When the employee woke up, he investigate the noise, saw the suspect trying to reach inside and open the front door. He grabbed his own gun, opened fire. And officers arrived to find the unidentified white male lying on the sidewalk directly in front of the business, wearing a ski mask and a hoodie. Stereotypical, right? It was stereotypical criminal garb there.
Of course.
He had been shot several times. Tulsa police noted that the employee shot the alleged burglar, indicated the business had been burglarized the previous night, so the employee and his girlfriend stayed overnight. It was a dispensary, so this guy's probably coming in there to get himself a little ganja or hippie lettuce. And guess what? He ended up getting shot for it. Looks like he's going to survive, which to me is too bad. Favor to do society would have been, better, well-placed shots, but at least he stopped the guy, and I bet you he's not going to rob any more dispensaries in the near future, and that's a great story for armed citizenry right there.
Exactly.
Perfect.
And that's why you don't declare a gun-free zone, because then all of a sudden the guy with the gun comes in and does whatever he feels like doing, because you're not going to defend. What are you going to do, throw a rock at him?
Yeah, Todd, I was just going to say, if you saw his hand come in, take one of them salt rocks like you got on your shirt and bash his hand and break his wrist.
Exactly.
But he won't reach in there again.
Exactly. Guns in the 701, and the new stuff drops
right away on Wednesday. This show will upload right away to iHeart, the best podcasting place on earth for KFYR.
Heck yeah.
And that'll come out there just probably shortly after we're done. And, of course, Wednesday night, 7 o'clock Mountain Time, 8 o'clock Central in the PM. Tune in. It's going to be another good show. I suppose we're going to recap a little of the RNC and what's next for Well, who knows? From what I hear, Biden's not going to be the man running. So we'll find out what happens. And then, of course, we're going to cover what's going on with YouTube and some of these other fascist-type platforms. So anyway, that's what we got on the docket.
Michael Bell's coming up after 9. And speaking of, when he started here, one of the first things he told me was, it won't be Biden on that ticket on Election Day.
Well,
it'll
I'm not
be
buying
Michelle
it yet.
Obama.
I'm not in on
Now,
that.
I wasn't sure the Biden ego and all that could actually get him off of the ticket. But I got to admit, I'm a little less, I thought he's maybe a little wacky for that thought. Now I'm not thinking he's so wacky. I don't know that I agree with that's going to be the move, but
we'll know in short order.
It's not nearly as far-fetched as it sounded like just a few months ago.
Maybe Clay and Deacons will be changing their topics for Wednesday night. I'm going to be on Thursday night, too, on 701 Nation, so.
Cool. There we go.
I got to add this, though, guys. I want to thank Michael Bell for having us on as Gun and 7-1, and as well as Daryl for having Jamie host. So it's
You
great
bet.
to have the exposure.
Yeah. It was fun. It was
We
fun.
appreciate all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I maybe forget what I was going to say, Doc.
Heck, Todd. Like I said, it's Thursday night, 701 Nation is going to be on at 8 p.m. Central. I'm going to have Wayne Muth on. We're going to talk some preseason bow hunting and some mule deer talk, I'm quite certain.
So is it preseason, so it doesn't count if you're like football games?
Shoot it over their back.
Doesn't matter if you lose because it's preseason.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not a big bow hunter. Wayne is, Todd. I want to see what these guys are prepping for. I got a crossbow, so you know what I do? I just go out and I hunt and maybe.
Before we invented guns, we had ways to kill people.
Yeah, we had crossbows before guns.
We had crossbows, we had rocks, we had everything.
Well, deer hunt with your
We
rock.
might have to be careful, though, guys. You know that? We might have to be careful with if we're carrying around a laser rangefinder. That might be suspicious activity now.
You can't even have one of those cat pointers because otherwise somebody's going to go crazy.
My
with
cat
that.
will be disappointed in their band.
All right, thanks guys.
Thanks,
Thanks for
Todd.
coming in. Appreciate it.
See you, Clay.